Alright, so up next is my Nintendo area here. To the left is my, up top, I built these shelves custom myself with my dad actually. It's just made out of a small, or what would this be? What is it, 1x4 maybe? Piece of wood, and then these are actually sheet metal strips. He's a welder, so he made those up. As you can see, I made a whole bunch of them, and it ended up costing me, I think, $80 to hold something like 2,000 games, which is pretty awesome. And I made a video series. You can go check that out. Just check out collection videos, I think it's under. Anyways, up top there are some original and Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advanced boxes, a baby blue DS Lite. That one's kind of uncommon. I haven't really seen that one around too much. Found that at a garage sale for $10 or something like that. And then I made some custom covers for a couple of the better Game Boy Advance games. And then here starts my DS collection. These are all Pokemon games. Pokemon Conquest. There's a game that kind of less common and less popular, but a really good game. Solo Turobo, Henry Hatsworth, there's another good one. Princess Peach, underrated. The original Tetris DS is getting harder to find now. Retro Game Challenge, there's another fantastic game. Same guys that recently did the NES remix stuff did that game. I think I've got just over 100 DS games, I believe. And on to 3DS, Project Cross Zone. 30 or so 3DS games probably. My GameCube collection, I only collect GameCube exclusives. Mostly like the ones that say only on. And then I collect everything for the PSP, or PS2 rather. And then same thing, exclusives on the Xbox. Code of Princess at the end there, just recently picked that up. Zelda Skyward Sword with the gold Wiimote, picked up the gold nunchuck too on Club Nintendo. I think that's hiding right in there. A couple of the Mario All-Stars, Last Story, and then on to some of my boxed Super NES stuff, some of the better stuff there. Secret of Evermore, Punch-Out, Mega Man X, Super Metroid. Secret of Evermore and Punch-Out I believe I picked up in the summer for, on some absolutely ridiculous lot for $10. There's the Wii U Wind Waker HD Collector's Edition. And on to some more boxed Super Nintendo. Super Mario RPG was also in that lot for $10 that I was talking about there. And on to my boxed NES stuff. Castlevania, Metroid, all the Marios. Not a whole lot of box stuff. I don't go out of my way to collect boxed and complete. If it comes to me, that's great, obviously. And next up here, my boxes for my DS's, a Japanese, or Super Nintendo, Super Famicom. Absolutely love that box. Here's my sealed Killer Instinct. Picked that up at a garage sale for $1 or something crazy like that this summer. Just some Mario figures. Those are from Deal Extreme too, actually. Very cheap. Wii U Mini, or Wii Mini, sorry. I believe you guys are getting that in the States now. I think it was already in the UK and Canada, I know that, obviously. Ocarina of Time soundtrack, just some of my better 3D or GBA games that I'd like to make cases for. Check out thecoverproject.org to see where I got those. My Wii U Zelda Wind Waker HD Special Edition system box. A couple more boxes. The Game & Watch from Club Nintendo. Back here are those DS cases, or DS Lite cases. The Mario and Luigi's back there too. Those recently came available again on the Club Nintendo store if anybody's interested. A couple more boxes, pin set, and then my Virtual Boys down there. The last issue of Nintendo Power. Virtual Boys are in the games are in the bag there. I think there's 6 or 8 of them. And then a huge bag of miscellaneous GBA games. I don't really know what else to do with these. They're extremely hard to display, and I'm not going to make cover project boxes for Lizzie McGuire 2 and Harry Potter. So, GameCube bongos. Oh, my son is not happy up there. NES action set, Super Nintendo, N64. It's a cool little clock radio I found at a garage sale. N64 promo kind of thing, I guess. My GameCube collection, some cool Mario Power Tennis blow up hammers. Custom Earthbound box, my Funtastic N64s. Another retro TV here with mostly Nintendo systems. My NES, Super NES, N64. Below that is the Sega Saturn, GameCube with the Game Boy player. Beside that, it's kind of dark. Let me see. Is my Sega CDX. Love that system. And Master System 2. TurboGrafx below that, and my Neo Geo, and then a PS1. I'll show this real quick here. This is my NES or Mario Cube Light from, they're on Etsy.com, I believe. Anyways, you hit the bottom and the little coin sound goes, and eventually it does the 1-up, which is pretty cool. Some more system boxes, my N64 colored controllers, onto NES or Game Boy or Nintendo handhelds. Game Boy, you can see I have the Game Boy Color series there, Pokemon one back there, original Game Boy games, all the Pokemon stuff, Game Boy Color games back there, the Game Boy camera, Game Boy printer, a couple Game Boy Pockets, original Game Boy Advance, down to the Advance SP. I have most of the colors. I'm still missing like the SpongeBob one, the Retro NES one's really cool. This one, somebody told me what this was, but it was some sort of special edition. It's like a pearl white, really, really nice. A couple boxes for the systems, a box for the original system, F1 Race, 2 originals, and down to DS. First off here is the Gba Micro, really cool system. Picked up pretty much actually all of these this summer garage sailing for an average of about $5 a piece, so that was pretty awesome. Special edition Pokemon DS Lite, DSi XL, some of the old Fats, and then down here I just have a Power Glove, an Advantage, my original NES, and a what is it? Game & Watch Versus, I believe these are called. Micro Versus system, that's it. It has 2 little controllers inside. And then some boxed N64 games. Mario 7 Race set, and Nintendo Monopoly. To the right of that is my N64 collection. A boxed and complete version of Sin and Punishment. Japanese. It's really the only import game that's worth importing. Fantastic game. Conker's Bad Fur Day there. On to my SNES collection. Oh, all of these are from garage selling, to be honest. Let's see here. Legend of Zelda in there, Super Metroid, Tetris, Dr. Mario. I've got some great stuff. A lot of filler though, of course. Let's see, Castlevania 4, all the Donkey Kongs, Contra, Darius Twin, Wildlife Country Club, another extremely rare game. Just kidding, for anybody that wants to comment. Shaq Fu is not a rare game. My NES collection. Let's see, I think I'm in the 200s for SNES and 370 for NES. It's getting harder and harder to find things. These ones are the only ones that are in alphabetical order in my entire collection. It's tough with kids, especially when they're on the bottom like this. So yeah, it's once you hit 300, it's really tough to find stuff you need. I get excited even when I find one game. So that's the Nintendo stuff. That's my kind of Nintendo area. This is gaming section number 2. This is my main gaming area. You can see my TV there is a 67-inch DLP. It's a little bit older, but it's still really great for video games. To the left of that is my, I guess I'll start up top here, but I got a whole bunch of system boxes. Mostly PlayStation, then Xbox. I've got to get the Xbox One stuff up in there. Starting with my PS1 collection here. What am I? I've been about close to 400 PS1 titles. Some really good stuff. Arc the Lad collection there. Got the Lunar, both Lunar collections. All the Final Fantasies, typical stuff. I actually really enjoy collecting for the PS1. It's one of the systems that I have a lot of memories of. Did a lot of PS1 gaming. Below that, I guess I'll show this before I get out of the way. This is just my system boxes for the Xbox One and PS4. Haven't really found a place for that yet. And this sliding thing serves as a seat and holds a bunch of blankets. I'm sure you're interested in that. Vita Yi's Memory of Silsetta. And then on to my other collector's edition Yi's games. A great time to collect for the PSP. A lot of great RPGs on the PSP, and you can get them really cheap right now. Tactics Ogre, that's a fantastic one. Knights in the Nightmare. Let me see. Jeanne d'Arc, fantastic. You can find that very, very cheap. On to Vita. Persona 4 Golden, there's probably the only must-have in there. Uncharted's great. Wipeout's fantastic. Rayman, Lumines. But Persona 4 Golden is kind of a system seller. That's a absolutely fantastic game. So I lied, I wasn't completely done with the Nintendo stuff. Unfortunately, I had to spill it over into this section. I kind of wanted to keep it contained in my Nintendo area, but this is my Wii collection. A lot of underrated games in the Wii. There's a lot of hidden gems. Boombox games are fantastic. Not a whole lot of RPGs. Xenoblade Chronicles is apparently getting very expensive. Castle of Shikigami 3, fantastic shmup. Deadly Creatures, that one's getting a little more uncommon. Sakura Wars. Zack and Wiki. Endless Ocean games are really cool. Okami. Tatsunoko vs. Capcom, great. Klonoa is fantastic. F1 in 2009 is a uncommon game for some reason. Let me see if I can zoom here. There is the Metroid Prime trilogy, which is pretty sought after. Silent Hill Shattered Dimensions? Is it Shattered Dimensions? Memories, sorry. I think that's a fantastic survival horror game. Don't sleep on the Wii. Obviously, it's a fantastic time to buy for the Wii, sealed. RPGs, stuff that's going to be rare. Yeah, so yeah, don't sleep on the Wii. There's definitely some good games there. I'll move on to the kind of entertainment unit here. There's my gaming PC, my gaming headset, fat PS3, which I picked up last couple months. Fully backwards compatible. It's still going so far. My PS4 to the right, and below that are the two fight sticks I just picked up. Those Namco tournament sticks for $60 each. A kind of Black Friday deal, which was absolutely insane. Sega Dreamcast, my favorite system of all time. The Xbox 360, and the Wii U is right there, kind of dark, but it's the you can see the gamepad above. It's the Zelda Special Edition. Xbox One, and I knew it was going to do that. And to the right of there is my Dreamcast collection. I am desperately trying to complete the Dreamcast. I think I'm at 140, just over 140 of 240 something, so up top are a couple games I just haven't put into the collection yet. PSP RPGs and some good Dreamcast games there. Yeah, my favorite system of all time, really. I love the Dreamcast. There's Strumwind on the Dreamcast. Still haven't played that. That's unfortunate. A homebrew, kind of, I guess you'd call it a homebrew. On to my PS3 collection. The 360 is my lead console, last generation, so mostly PS3 exclusives here, and just games that I got cheap, basically. Then to PS2, which is probably the most popular system of all time. Has thousands of games in its library. Fantastic library. Some really great games on there. I recently picked up Bombastic there. That's a fantastic puzzle game. Splashdown is an underrated game. Love that. It's a jet ski kind of game. Some RPGs, the Final Fantasies, Odin Sphere, one of those is sealed. Bully, really good game. All the Xenosagas, Psychonauts, really good. There's Metal Gear Collection. Eternal Poison, Suikoden Tactics, Okami. Great stuff. Love this system. The Persona games over there. Zoom in a bit here. Tales of the Abyss, Castlevanias. SSX, I really like those games. Silent Hill back there, kind of hard to see. And crappy sports games. The Yakuza series, fantastic. And just on this little rack here is where I keep my current stuff that I'm playing, current gen. There's my Xbox One games, PS4, and my Wii U stuff. Wii U is slowly coming along, almost to the point where it's a must-buy. I don't know about must-buy, but worth the money maybe. Price is coming down on the system. Okay guys, this concludes part 2 of the 2014 room tour. Stay tuned for part 3. I'll be showing off my kiosks, my DVD collection, my bubble hockey, all that cool stuff. Again, thanks for watching. Please comment, like, subscribe, and feel free to check out the Facebook page.